I've always been fascinated by the story of Abu Garcia and its birth in Sweden.
Ett smidigt och snabbt samspel.
He set up, the choice was easy. At least Andrew Wheeler's product reviews convinced me that way. I was an Abu Garcia fanboy, constantly watching product reviews and all the other content that was getting produced by them.
I really do like how
This is where my love for Sweden and my love for pike fishing.
It's basically the lowest profile view you can get.
This is when I was an Abu Garcia fanboy, constantly watching product reviews and all the other content that was getting produced by them. It was then my dreams of going to Sweden to catch a pike began. Abu Garcia is one of the most well-known brands in the sport fishing industry at this point, but what you might not know is they actually started off as a taximeter and watch company that slowly transitioned into the world of sport fishing and would change the world of sport fishing as we knew it with the launch of the Ambassador Series reel. Ambassador to this day is still one of the most well-known reels on the market. Flash forward to today, and I'm in the heart of it all. I'm in Sweden with the job of my dreams, and I'm going pike fishing with Tristan from Canal Gratis, France, and Tobias Franstam and Abu Garcia Ambassador.
This is the third biggest lake in Sweden. It's called Lake Mälaren. It's a great fishing lake. We have loads of pike here, so that's what we are going to try and search for today. Like big pike that are active on the specific location in Lake Mälaren.
We're kind of back out of the wind right now, and I can't help but think, looking at the shoreline, of how similar this looks to videos I've watched on Lake of the Woods and even Lake Vermilion. I think it's a little bit more comparable to Lake of the Woods just with like the watercolor, but it feels like I should be catching muskies here and not pike, which is just really cool. So that's what I'm going to be starting off with. That is a Zilla glider. Bright colors, just a confidence thing. The water's sort of stained, so we're going to see how that performs today. Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh, just came back.
You saw it?
Yeah, a small one.
Okay.
The day would start off with less than ideal weather conditions, with high skies, low winds, and hot, hot, hot sun. But like with any day of fishing, the weather isn't always everything. You never know what you're gonna catch.
Wait, good strike. Good strike.
Good job.
Oh, strong pike. Yeah.
That's a nice bait.
Yeah. Il doit pas être gros. Not really big, but really strong. Yes. Super poisson. Boom. Super poisson. Yeah, super poisson. I think 75. Oh. Yes, premier poisson.
But today wasn't just about Abu Garcia. We were also trying out a brand new hardbait family by Berkeley called the Zilla series. There we go.
You have one?
Yep.
Good one, then.
This is my smallest feeding pike. This is my first fish today. Very pale looking pike, but just a little guy. This is kind of what I'm used to catching back in the States, so nothing to write home about, so we're gonna get him right back in the water. We'll catch a bigger one.
Ah, premier poisson pour Tobias. Cool. Premier lancer qu'il a fait, qu'il vient de changer de l'heure.
this was a very nice specimen, I think. Beautiful pike. This is sort of a rattle bait. It just moves sideways very fast, and it has a lot of built-in loud rattles in it. So I'm gonna unhook this very nice pike.
I was lucky enough to catch that small fish right away, but throughout the day both Tristan and Tobias would outfish me with their rattle baits.
It's very nice to do something when the fishing is slow, and I made a lure change. I changed to this lipless lure that's just rattling through the water, have a lot of noise in it, and this is my second pike in a short period of time.
Of course, as the day went on, our action seemed to pick up, and while Tristan and Tobias were still catching more fish than me, I still kept with the flanker. I've been using this bait the majority of the day. This is called a flanker, and I've used a fire tiger pattern, and this is more of like a natural color. This gives off a little bit more flash in the water, but it seems like things are kind of starting to pick up a little bit, so hopefully later on the night we'll run into a bigger fish. But till then, I'm gonna quit talking, get back to fishing. There we go. Finally, I got a good one.
Yeah.
Is that a big pike in the United States?
For me, probably, yeah.
I would say it's not that uncommon here in Mälaren, but still, this is a very nice pike, and especially on a slow day like this.
Yep. So we're gonna get him back. Persistence paid off.
Yeah.
With that bait, I've been throwing it all day. They were getting bites on rattle baits, but I stuck with this one and it paid off. Now for me, that was an awesome fish, don't get me wrong, but for me, I couldn't help but think of some of the giant pike that I've seen come out of Sweden and how I was longing to at least get just one sighting of one of these giant fish. But like all fishing stories go, it's always the one that got away.
Was the big one?
I didn't even see, I
didn't see either.
I was making sure I was out of the way.
That was crazy.
Oh. And so the day came to a close, and while it was so awesome to be out there fishing in Sweden for pike, I couldn't help but think back to the childhood dreams I had, the obsession I had with Abu Garcia, and the longing I had to go to Sweden to catch pike. The way everything came together on this trip was just quite incredible, but I know that this is something I'll never ever forget for the rest of my life. So it's time for us to wrap it up and get back to the launch, but we ended today with 8 pike in total between the 3 of us. Special thanks to Tobias here for letting me and Tristan come out on his boat to fish.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it was really cool. Cool.
And obviously, Tristan's gonna have his own video on the French Canal Gratis YouTube channel, which I'll have linked below as well. But with all that out of the way, I appreciate every one of you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys soon.